Hey everyone, it's the last day. You made it. You made it all the way to day 25, and I'm so speechless, which is huge for me. My husband can attest. It takes a lot for me to be speechless, but I'm totally speechless at how far you guys have come and what a big change there's been in your teams, a change in morale, a change in energy among you and our team and our crossline teams as well. I'm speechless, and my husband doesn't believe that I'm speechless, so there he is. Mr. Harnish, he says there's no way.
Because you're talking, Phil.
He does make a good point. He's agreeing. I'm not. I'm not. But, wow, guys, we've made it all the way to day 25. Can you believe it? 5 weeks. Does it feel like it's been 5 weeks? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm so proud of you. We've got friends listening in Switzerland tonight. That's crazy. What time is it for you guys? Is it like 3 in the morning? Out there, it's insane. Really hard to believe, guys, but you know what? It was your dirt, it was your sweat and your tears that got you here. I've had so many people say, Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you. Your boot camp, your book. But you know what? You're the one with the passion. You guys are the ones that made it all the way to this video. So it's not me. It's not my book. It's you. And that's the one thing that I'm hoping that you guys can see through this is that you don't need me to do this. You just need your passion. You just need your passion. So if you need to be ignited again, go back and listen to video 1 and listen to video 2, but don't think that you need me in your house to be able to do this because you have what it takes. If you've made it all the way to video 25, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. So, I mean, it's your work that got you here. 270 pages of reading, 26 different sets of workbook assignments, writing your open, writing your close, making a grueling list of all of your warm market contacts, creating vision boards, 25 grueling hours of video. Some of you guys were up at 5 o'clock in the morning with your spouse watching it before you guys had to go into work. Others, I saw photos of you guys doing the boot camp as you were driving. Some of you were watching with your entire families at your side. I've got about 150 photos of little kids holding the books and doing it right alongside with you. So you guys, you did the work. Like you got here on your own, and I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So I want to share a couple of testimonies and then we're going to jump right in because I like to showcase you guys. I like to showcase what's going on outside of my face here in front of you. I want you to know that you're not alone and that you're doing it with thousands and thousands of people that are going through the same training that you are. This is the hardest training in all of Young Living. There is nothing as tough as this. So for you making it to this place right now, oh my gosh, that's incredible. That's an incredible honor. It means you've got what it takes to be able to go diamond. You've got it. Okay, you've got it. So listen to this testimony. This just came in this morning to my email. She says, my husband read Game Plan Mini and apparently has been secretly listening to you when I watched the boot camp, and he's so on board, like for the first time ever. This is a direct quote. I'm reading it right off of the screen. Even though he's seen me grow to silver. So thank you for that. His story is very similar to your growing up story. So I think you reached him through that. So we now have a husband and wife team working in tandem because he was eavesdropping on our boot camp and accidentally picked up the mini for reading material. So accidentally dropped those minis all over the place, Here's a second testimony. As of tonight, and this is a person, she's not on my team, but she's a crossline team that's very, very close to us. So I know her personally, and this testimony really touched me because I've seen her the last 2 years. She said, as of tonight, I will have given 25 workbooks and 15 game plan books to my team. That's 40 different people. We are running our own boot camp together as a team, and I saw 2 senior stars and 4 stars and 31 new members last month alone. No one has ranked on my team before. No one. 2 years of having the business, and in 1 month with Game Plan, she has 2 senior stars and 4 stars, and up until now, she's been carrying the entire team on her shoulders. She says, I'm so excited. I can't wait to officially claim silver. My fault that I'm not. I didn't structure right from the start, but it was a good lesson for me. Thank you for loving on all of us. So, man, I love hearing these stories from you guys. I hope that you continue to share them with me so I can show you off on the main Oilability page. I'm just so proud of you. But I want you to know more than anything, it's not the book. It's not my story. It's not the boot camp. Okay. What it is it's you. It's the passion in you that's being ignited. And you have the ability to do this. You have the ability to share. You just got to believe that you can do it. All right. You just got to believe that you can do it. So these are just some amazing stories that have ignited me and ignited my team. So it's your hard work that got you to this point in boot camp. So you might be asking, what now? Like, what do I do in an hour when boot camp is over? Like, what's the next thing? Where do I go from here, Sarah? I'm not really sure what the next thing is to do. First up, we're going to oil up. Oil up, all right? Oil up. Use a little bit of stress away. Use a little bit of valor and valor too. A little lavender and Melissa to just calm you down just a little bit. I actually put together an entire document called The Oils of Boot Camp because I wanted you to have this list in front of you, and we just put it up on the website a few minutes ago. So if you go to free stuff, you'll be able to see The Oils of Boot Camp. Game Plan Bootcamp Oils. I'm going to run through these really fast, but just know it's already typed out for you because we anticipated you wanting this list. So here's a few things that we talked about over the course of the entire boot camp. This is my roundup of all of my favorite oils for business building, and it's absolutely not comprehensive. I may continue adding more and more and more oils. Abundance, yeah. Just put that on everything. Put it on your paycheck. Put it on the notes that you send out to your leaders. Put it on your minis. Even if you just put one drop in your hand and touch all the mini books, whatever you want to do, just put it on your game plan books that you're sending out. Just abundance, everything, everything. Helichrysum for compassion. Did you know that's a compassion oil? So that you're hearing what your leaders and what your distributors are saying to you so you can respond to them instead of just force feeding them canned information. So you're constantly responding to their needs. Basil and awaken for confusion. That's to keep you focused on the three things that grow your business. Cypress, thyme, and spruce are really good too. What are the three things that grow your business? Having classes, right? You should have your 4 to 6 scheduled for the month of February. Training your leaders and doing really good follow-up. And so Basil and Awaken are some of my favorites for just keeping me focused on those three things. Sarah is to deprogram yourself. So if you're in a place where you're still doubting, you've been through 25 hours of boot camp, you still don't know if you're as good as the Joe next to you, which we already talked about that. If you still don't think that you're a diamond and you still think it's all this crazy book, I didn't tell you guys if you popped on. My name's Sarah Harnish. I'm the author of Game Plan. It's called The Complete Strategy Guide to Go from Starter Kit to Silver. If you don't have a copy of it, go to Amazon and go get a copy of this for yourself. Please, I'm asking you. I want to pour into you and love on you. So go grab that from Amazon. All right, but Sarah's a really good deprogramming oil. Release, also really good deprogramming oil. If you don't think that you're a diamond, you are a diamond. Transformation, very good deprogramming oil. 3 Wise Men, that's my walk away from it oil when I'm having a really bad day. Just walk away from it. Let it go, right? Lemon, if you just need something really good in your nose, that's my happy oil. Lime is one of my favorite happy oils. And tangerine, one of my favorite happy oils out there when I'm just sour. Live Your Passion is for the days that you're really discouraged, and Inspiration is a really good discouragement oil. Grapefruit is one of my favorite oils for speaking life. Speaking life, if you're sitting there and you're listening to yourself speaking death over your business, I want you to grab grapefruit and just breathe that sucker in. Just breathe it in for a while and just see what happens with your speech. Sandalwood, also really good. It's a good negativity oil. It helps you to speak life over your business. Frankincense is very good for balancing your energy. You might look at me and say, okay, I don't understand why I need to balance my energy, and I don't know when my energy is off anyway. Like I don't have like some little device to measure when my energy is off. It's for the days you feel off. All right. You feel like you've lost your cadence in your step. It's like oompa, oompa, oompa. All right. You're just off. You're not feeling very oola. Everything seems to be going wrong around you. Energy, our electrical field, is something that the Lord has created. So it's okay to talk about it. He made the geomagnetic field around the earth. He made the energy field around us. He made the energy field in our bodies. Our spine, our nervous system, our brain would not work without energy, without electricity. So as Christians, it's okay to believe in that stuff, all right? It's all right. And frankincense is one of my favorite oils for that, and valor as well. Both of them absolutely amazing. And you'll know know because you get up and just like, it's just something's off. All right. It's just off and you feel weird. Use those two. Frankincense and Valor have saved me on many a day. Now, I pride myself in being the klutziest member of my entire family. All 5 pregnancies, I fell down staircases. Some in museums, some in houses, you know. I grabbed the laundry basket and fall backwards down the 16 stairs instead of grabbing the railing right next to me. I've been klutzy my entire life, but being klutzy is different than having your cadence off. Like, you can feel it when you get up and everything's just not the way it's supposed to be. Okay, not the way it's supposed to be. And that's usually an energy thing. So if you're feeling that way, anoint yourself with some frankincense and some Valor. Energy. Now we're not talking about our energy field. Now we're just talking about, I just want to go to bed, Sarah. It's 9 o'clock at night on in the Eastern time zone and I'm fried. So just to have a little energy, Ula Fitness is great. Peppermint, any fir oil, balsam fir, Idaho fir. Energy. My personal favorite is Ningxia and Nitro together. Matter of fact, right before I did this training, I did Ningxia, Nitro, and Mindwise together, I think 3 times. Just took shots. So you can also try making the mango protein smoothie from page 51 of the game plan book. It's one of my favorite snacks. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. If you ever make it out to any of our rallies that we do in Corning, we like to have those. The smoothies are just so good. So good food helps. Protein, it's a really good source of protein. Up your water intake to 8 glasses of water a day, and that's going to help you as well with your energy level. Rejection. What about that in dealing with that in your business? Acceptance is a really good oil for rejection. Joy, Ula family. And I would tell you too, man, just kick the dust off your feet. All right, just kick the dust off your feet. Be so busy teaching classes that you don't have time to notice the nose. I think I've answered that question on like 15 different forums since I taught it in the boot camp. So-and-so says that they're not ready to get on ER yet, or so-and-so says they're not ready to get a kit. Okay, who cares? Move to the next person, all right? When they're ready, they're ready. Don't dwell on that and focus on that. No now does not mean no forever. It does not mean no forever. It just means no right now, so it's all right. Move on. They don't know that they need it. Drop little nuggets in their path and move on. Move on. 2 people that I've been working on for the last 2.5 years said yes to me tonight. 2.5 years I've been dropping things in their lap, basically since the start of my business. So no doesn't mean no forever. And just be so busy teaching classes, you don't have a chance to notice it. Basil is when you're wasting time on other things. So you're sitting there and you're supposed to be practicing your lecture or writing one of your leaders back. You can maybe got a little drama on your team. You don't really want to deal with it. And so you're scrolling through Facebook instead, all right? No, okay, don't do that. Just get some basil going into your diffuser. Fear. All right, I'll be the first to admit that, I mean, I've spoken in front of some really large crowds, and I still battle fear, a lot of fear. So bergamot is one of my favorite oils for fear. Northern Lights Black Spruce, I pretty much douse myself in that oil at least 3 or 4 times a week. Like, I could live with that oil if that was the only oil I had. And I had to pick just like a couple, that would be one of my few for sure. I love that oil. Motivation, very, very good. And then empowerment. You got to know where you're going. All right. You got to know where you're going. And so if you need to know where you're going in your business, magnify your purpose is just, I love this oil. And like I told you, I'm not really into the very flowery oils, the very perfumey oils. I'm pretty what you see is what you get, girl. I'm a little tomboyish. I prefer black clothing. I'm not all, razzle dazzle. Matter of fact, I told my team that if we hit diamond this month, that I will get purple highlights in my hair. I've never highlighted my hair any color ever. No blues, no greens, no purples, but I told them that I would do it. So they're all rooting for me because they want to see me with purple in my hair because I'm just like so cut and dry. I'm so red. I am blue too, but not to the point that I'll put color in my hair. But magnify your purpose is one of my favorite oils. Also for empowerment, highest potential. I anointed myself with this one right before we did the final training tonight. And then one of my favorite business oils is Grow. Ula Grow. So if I had to pick 3 just for the business, say you got just enough to put on your ER for 3 oils this month, I would say highest potential, magnify your purpose, and Ula Grow would be the 3 that I would pick for my business because it just keeps me focused and I know where I'm going. It empowers me. All right. So they're for when you need inspiration, when you need OGV growth, when you need leaders, when you need legs, when you're living in the land of impossible and you need to live in the land of this is possible. Those are my favorite oils for those things. So they're just fantastic. Couple of tips. I am an aromatherapist, so now I've been billed as a business coach, but that's the first time in my life I've ever had that title. I've been an aromatherapist a lot longer than I've been a business coach. So what I'll tell you is get them in your diffuser while you're doing stuff around the house or while you're at work. Just get that thing going. Passing them around the dinner table every night. This is a tip that I got from my crown diamond, and I love her to the end of the earth, Diane Mora. Whenever we go to eat with her, she's always got like 6 to 8 oils in her hands, and the rule is it can't sit on the table. So it's got to be moving and moving and moving and moving. So we've implemented that with our kids too. You got to pick it up and smell it and pass it. If it's one you're really drawn to, you put a drop on your hand and you pass it. And the oils just keep moving around the dinner table when we're eating. And I love that. It's amazing how your conversations change when oils are the focus of the meal. You're not eating the oils, you're just passing them. You're just keeping them moving around the table. It's really cool. Get something on your feet and on the back of your neck before you go to bed every night. Just pick something that you're drawn to and get it on your feet and get it on the back of your neck. Carry an oil in your pocket all the time just to be exposed to the frequency of the oil. I purposely sleep with oils on my nightstand right next to my bed. Now with the caps off, but I sleep with them right next to my head because I want to be exposed to the frequency of the oil. I want to be really close to it. Makeup roll-ons with 3 different singles or 1 blend in them. I don't like mixing blends together because it mucks up the oil. It's like putting a lot of people in the room. They can't move their elbows. So I won't mix blends, but singles, 3 to 5 singles in a roll-on, I'll mix them together and then apply those during the day. Get at least 3 oils a day on your body every single day. Just make it a point to just get them on your body. You can't be out there sharing the oils and not putting in oils on your body. So make sure that you're doing it. You can do this. You can do it. So that entire cheat sheet of how to use the oils and which oils I love for business growth and for empowerment, that's up on the website, oilabilityteam.com. Just click on free stuff and you should see it up there. So what's tonight? It's our last boot camp, guys. It's our last boot camp. It's sad. What's it all about? It's about empowering you. It's about putting resources in your hands. So tonight we're going to be breaking out the appendix of the game plan book. You thought you finished last night? This is where all the liquid gold is in the very back of the game plan book. So if you're following along, under game plan, the complete strategy guide to go from starter kit to silver. Do you know that 60 pages of this book is the appendix? 60 pages. So a quarter of the book is tools and resources for you that I've written to give you ideas. Every time I would put something in the appendix, my team would say, oh, wait, we want this too. And then I would go put that in the appendix and they'd say, oh, wait, no, I want this too. And I want this too. And I want this too. So I kept adding more and more and more and more things to the appendix. And then we ended up with an appendix that was massive, but may it bless you. Appendix A is the script. That's the 101 script. That is the script that has launched many a leader on my team to gold, platinum, and beyond. Many, many, many leaders on my team. Hundreds of leaders on my team have ranked with these 3 pages. Just those 3 pages of the script. What is it? What is the script? It's basically the who, what, when, where, why, how of essential oils. It's what oils are. So when I walked out of my very first class, there were about maybe 40 people in the room. They shared testimonies, and then we made some thieves cleaner and we walked out. Class was like maybe 20, 30 minutes long. And I remember sitting in my car driving back going, I don't actually even really know what these things are. I don't know what they do. What happens when they hit the human body? How fast are they absorbed? What about safety? What about using my children? What about purity? Can't I just go to the grocery store and buy oils there? What happens if I get it in my eye? I had 10,000 questions. I'm a news anchor. I'm naturally curious. That's all I've done for 18 years is ask people questions, right? When I was a little girl, my mom lost me once. We were in a Baskin-Robbins store, and all of a sudden I disappeared, and she panicked. I was probably 5 years old, and she had my 3 siblings with, one in a car seat. And so she asked one of the employees, where did Sarah go? Where'd Sarah go? And she says, oh, is that little blonde girl with the pigtails? And my mom said, yeah. And she said, she's down in the basement with the manager of the store who's giving a tour of where we store all the ice cream. So I was down there at 5 years old interviewing him, asking him all these questions about the ice cream when I was a kindergartner. And no, it's not green. That's just my natural curiosity. I think it's the red-blue in me. So the script answers all the things that I wanted to know. To write the script, I couldn't find one online because I started my business about 8 weeks after the FDA crackdown in 2014. So when I went to go get online, there were no scripts anywhere. Everything had been pulled off every single website. and everybody was living in fear. And, I realized it really just comes down to learning the language. You just got to learn the lingo and what you're allowed to say, that the oils are there for supporting systems, not curing things. And if you have questions on that, go back to our FDA compliance training, because we did a very comprehensive training for the boot camp. So what I wonder was just, what do they do? What happened? So I went online, I went on Amazon, and I purchased 3 aromatherapy encyclopedias. It was huge, these huge encyclopedias. And I sat down, I've had my starter kit for a week, and I read these things cover to cover, and then I wrote a 3-page lecture based off of everything I wanted to know. So what were the things that I wanted to know about the oils? I wanted to know what they were. Where they came from. I want to know a little history about the oils. What about the biblical history? Is there biblical precedent for oils? Do essential oils work? Talk to me about purity, grade A, grade B, grade C, grade D. Why do oil companies sell oils more cheaply? How are they made? Why are they so pricey? How come we can't get oils for $4 instead, or $2 instead of these $20 bottles of oil? Are they safe to use? Are they safe to use on my children? Talk to me about photosensitivity. What's a carrier? What's the difference between a carrier and an essential oil? Can I put them near my eyes? Can I get desensitized to oils? Why is there a huge cat fight about taking the oils internally? How come when I get online, I just see conflicting stuff all over the place? That's what I wanted to know. What's in the starter kit? Why do I need the starter kit? What oils would I use in the starter kit? So those were all my questions, and I condensed them into 3 pages. So I read those aromatherapy encyclopedias. It's probably 150 years of aromatherapy knowledge. They're from some of the top aromatherapists in the entire world. They were the top rated books on Amazon, read by the most people with the most reviews. And I just compiled it into what I knew, what I wanted to know about oils. And then I wove that with the Seed to Seal promise and with what I had seen about Young Living and the stuff that was off of Young Living's site and the videos that they had up and all the information about Young Living, and wove it together so that people knew that this was the best stuff on earth, that it was absolutely awesome. That little 3-page script I have given 260 times, and that is the reason I am a platinum right now. That is the reason. Okay, is that script. The more often you get that script in front of people's faces, the faster you're going to rank. That's the magic pill right there, that 3-page script. So it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yes, the updated 101 should be up there. No, we did not type out the 101 lecture because it breaks the copyright laws for Amazon. We can't do that. If we type out pages out of the book and we put it up online, then we are violating our copyright laws and we can lose our royalties and our license for the book. So we're not able to do that. But I was able to put an audio version up because that's not for sale in that format, and they allowed us to do that. So the best I can tell you is listen to the 101, share the 101, burn the 101 online, and buy the book. Okay? Buy the book and encourage your leaders to buy the book. That's a way that you can bless us. If you're using it for yourself, go ahead and photocopy it, and you can read the script out of the photocopies because I know it's easier than holding a book in your hands. But if you're going to work with another leader, encourage them to purchase the book. All right? And if they're not willing to invest $20 into their business, then I would ask, why are they doing the business? All right? Because this will give them all of the information they need. A mini 101, I'll have to talk to Amazon about that. All right? I'll have to ask them. So Appendix B, you guessed it, it's another script. The whole back here is just absolutely loaded with scripts. This one is a 30-second script to get somebody to come to class. So the average person is only going to listen to you for 30 seconds. And if you're at a vendor event, it might even be shorter than that. You might not even have that much time with them. So you can only hold their attention for 30 seconds when you're in passing. And I'll tell you, online, if you're doing a Facebook Live, now this is an exception because you guys know the content, you're coming back for it, you're returning for it, it's a little bit different. But online, if you're doing a quick Facebook Live on your main Facebook page, 3 to 4 minutes is the longest people listen online. YouTube videos, 3 to 4 minutes. So what I do is when I do a 101 online, I break it up into 3-minute segments, and then I do giveaways and stuff in between. So I actually shot 10 or 11 videos that are 3 minutes long to hold their attention. How do you unscramble your thoughts when you're standing right in front of them? I just encourage you to memorize this. It's 30 seconds. It's like 5 sentences long. Just memorize it so you've always got something to roll off of your tongue. All right, this is a quick script that you can use to get people to classes, even if you don't know them. What I use is the chemical-free home angle, which is the angle basically that you use if you don't know the person personally and you're not able to talk to them personally. So basically, this is that script. The average person applies 300 chemicals to their body body every single day. And 80 of those chemicals happen before breakfast. Most of them are through 4 things: soap, makeup, shampoo, and hair care. The biggest pollutants in our home are fabric softener, dryer sheets, air freshener plugins, and candles. You're literally poisoning your family every single day with the stuff that you cannot pronounce in your home, like your bright blue dish soap or the cleaner that you use on your kitchen counters. You want to sanitize your counters, so you spray your butcher block after you dice meat. And then, then 3 days later, you go to dice fresh strawberries on the butcher block that you sanitize, and it still smells like the spray. And then you pick the spray up, and it says poisonous, do not consume, not for human consumption, right? And what are you doing? You just dice your strawberries on there, and you're eating them. That's really bad. So, you got to pay attention to the stuff in your counters, your dish soap, the cleaner you use for your kitchen, processed food, more. Health and safety data only exists for 15% of all the chemicals that are out there, even though there's so many that are known to cause asthma or endocrine disruptions. Essential oils are a better way. They're totally chemical free. They're steam distilled or they're cold pressed from pure plants. There's nothing in them but that one oil, whether it's lemon, tangerine, lavender, peppermint. There are over 1 million uses for the oils, and there's no garbage in them. With essential oils, you can use them for cleaning supplies, personal care products like your toothpaste and your deodorant, in the diffuser, oil-infused nutritional supplements. Come to a 1-hour class. It costs absolutely nothing for you to come, so I can teach you how to kick your chemicals to the curb. I'm going to walk you through step by step. It's easy. It's simple. It's a small change that you can make to protect your family and take charge of what's in your house. Then I hand them my business card, and I collect their information. John, did you do the PowerPoint?
No.
And can you just send it to him real quick?
I can't.
All right, then text Trina and tell her to use the old one, all right? If I have an event online, then I'll add them to it, and I'm off and running. That's it. That's it. So don't worry, they'll listen a lot longer when they're in the physical class. I just tell them about the dangers of the chemicals in their home. I tell them that oils are pure, there's no yuck in it, and I invite them to the class. That's the formula for a 30-second invite. So that is Appendix B. If you need a script, if you don't want to have to overthink it, you can just grab it, all right? Appendix C is a rundown of the Oilability marketing system. If you're following along, I'm on page 222 here. It's a really simple, free system that works. You may not think that you need to be on Facebook. I would disagree with you. You can go to YouTube and type in 21st century social media trends. It's a 9-minute video. It'll blow your mind on how many people are on social media. Absolutely blow your mind and how important it is that you're on it. 9 billion people on the earth, and 1 billion of them are on social media, 1 in every 9 people. So what I tell you to do is get on the biggest social media network, which is Facebook. Set up a Facebook event 2 to 3 weeks ahead of the class. In the event, add a banner photo and a punchy description of the class, and the address and the time. You want to put the address in so people who are using the event to find you the day of have it. Ask 3 people to invite 50 people to the event and make them a thank you basket. I'll include some thieves cleaner, a peppermint roll-on, maybe my 101 lecture. It costs less than $5 a person to pull it off to honor your host. And then ask him to put a sentence in the event about you to build trust. Grab the FDA compliant photos and lines from the 101 script and then market it every single day, but only 1 or 2 times a day. Don't overdo it. Then after the class, tap into your new downline and ask 3 of them to invite 50 people to the following class. And then just rinse and repeat. Follow steps 1 to 4 all over again. You're going to have never-ending friend circles without hitting up your family and friends all the time. And if you get into a little lull, then dip into your warm market, that list that you made off of the workbook, and use them for a little bit until you can get another list going and work off of that list. Make sure you've always got at least 3 people inviting to each class. Don't rely on one person to do all the inviting. They need to go into the event and hit invite friends for it to work. They can't just share it to their page. And then brace yourself for electric growth. I've gotten probably close to 2,000 messages from people that have used this since we started boot camp. At least 2,000 messages of people that have used that successfully. So it doesn't matter if you don't have friend circles. Okay, it really doesn't. It doesn't matter. The woman that you meet down at the post office to do your mailings, hit it off with her and ask her to invite to your class, all right? Remember, wording matters on your events. And if you can't think of what to put down, you need a good description for what to put inside your events. Do you know I already wrote an event write-up for you? It's right here in this chapter. I've got an example of a bad wording for an event and then an example of good wording. So bad wording. Please come to my essential oils class. I will have dessert. I will speak for 2 hours on oils. Boring. If you could bring someone, that would be good. We'll have Ningxia for an extra cost. Don't ever talk about charging them for stuff. If you can't come, I'll teach another class. So now you just told them not to come to your class, right? Here's good wording, and that's an actual event that I pulled from somebody on our team. Good. Here's a good one. Would you like to learn how to kick toxic chemicals out of your home? I'll walk you through step by step and give easy, simple, affordable tactics anyone can do with the best essential oils on the planet. This class is totally free and it will blow your mind. I come with an iced Ningxia bar for weary mamas. So gear up for a fast-paced, ground-up lecture on everything oils. All right, that is a good invite. All right, a very, very good invite. Come and have some fun, have some pampering in the process. I can't wait to see you. I'll have freebies at the door for those that invite 50 of their friends on Facebook. It's time to take control of the yuck in your home and kick it to the curb. Bam, done. All right. If you need images for your events, something we'll be working on in the next week is some compliant marketing images that we'll be adding to the free stuff page to help you market your events. All right. But all the marketing stuff is in Appendix C, even the write-up for you. You don't even have to overthink the write-up. So Appendix D is another script that I've written for you so that you've got stuff. And I'll tell you, I bought a lot of script books over the 2 years that I've done network marketing, and just about all of them feel really, really pushy to me. Like they're not things that I would say. I feel like I'm like shoving somebody into a corner by talking to them. All of these scripts are education driven. They're all about empowering them and giving them tools that they need to be able to get the garbage out of their home. So nothing in here feels salesy because it's not written from that angle. It's all written from the chemical-free home angle and empowering and in educating them. It's not, I'm going to make you feel bad if you don't come to my class, or I'm going to shove you in a corner if you don't buy my product. All right, that's not what it's about at all. We'll find the oils list for you and I'll post it so you guys know where that list is, all right? So Appendix D is another script. There are only 3 things, you guys have heard me say this over and over again, that will grow your business. Teaching classes, training leaders, and doing follow-up. And we give you scripts in the appendix for all 3. Teaching classes, we give you the 101 script. We even give you 2 scripts to close the 101 class with. Training leaders, we give you a leadership training, and I'm going to read through the entire training with you tonight. Doing follow-up, that's what this script is right here, Appendix D. We give you a follow-up script. So this is the script that you use when you're calling people that came to class, and it's totally compliant with wording from Young Living's teams of lawyers. So completely compliant script. So this is Name Rank calling from your Young Living upline. Thank you so much for getting a starter kit and being on our team. I was just calling to make sure you open the box and you're doing okay. Have you tried the diffuser? Do you need help setting it up? Which oils have you used in your kit? What have you not used? Did you know you can use these oils for? Dink, dink, dink. And then I've got a list of all of the oils. You just pick a couple of them